Hello, and welcome back. Man behind the voice. Oh, not that I have a lot of videos up to really compare it to, but still the man behind the voice. So this is going to be a faced video, if you will, in regards to just things I need to package. There we go. And the packaging type of material. So I use the eBay and I use my coupon. I forget the store level to where I get $50 coupon every quarter. So I will buy 200 of these because you use the $50 coupon and then the entire order turns out to be like 18 bucks to where these end up being like 9 cents each, give or take some change. And I'll buy typically a variation of other types of bubble ones, 6x9, 6x10, usually at 2,000 an order, where they're going to be right around the same price, 9, 10, 11 cents each. If you buy like 500 at a time, they're going to be 20. I don't know the exact math on them, but obviously the more you buy, the more you sell. Unless you're buying 5, 6,000 to where you're going to get them at 8 cents, that extra couple pennies each, yes, it does add up, but I don't need that. Plus I want to say plenty. I do find a lot of mailers that people have disposed of that I do use for other things. I do buy, I'm not going to show a brand on it, but I do buy these 5x4x4. I have some 8x810, 8x610, and some 332 or 432. The 432 are for like eyeglass frames, sunglasses. So these are boom, 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 boom. These are Terminator glasses. They are the brand that was used in the movie Gargoyle. And I got these for $271. Gargoyles were all the rage when in the 90s, when I was a kid and I was mountain biking and stuff. And I haven't really looked at them. Then I have other pair of frames. I have these Bosch and Lam. I want to point this out here. This Bosch and Lam pair of Ray-Ban. So these are going to be 80s, more likely 80s to early 90s. This temple arm, or the ear arm, or just the arm, is broke right at the ear recess, or the ear depress, or whatever this is called. This little bit point right here is broke. So still brand new. These are like 300 bucks. The specific model has not sold in 3 years. However, these older ones do. This is going to be like a replacement parts. It's still going to be like $100. Then I have some other frames, some Swarovski frames. And if you look at my eBay store, I do sell frames, mainly because most of the time I get them in bags of anywhere from, let's just say 20 are going to be 10 bucks. Not all the time, but I do. And I'm always looking for those things that are bagged up, and it's going to be the quantity or the unit price is going to be substantially cheaper. So that's how I got into that. That's how sewing patterns. And you'll see that there's some Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars and of the like I have, and some I just aren't listed anymore. But I bought a whole, well, I don't remember, 200 maybe, in separate bags at a Savers, and some of them were like bigger, majestic. And I don't remember all the different brands. Some that were made in UK, some I still have listed. But it was like 20 cents, 30 cents each, what it turned out to be. So I brought them home and tried those out. Some can't sell well. That my thing, because when I'm stuck with a whole bunch of them, go ahead and put up Matchbox Hot Wheel lot on eBay. You're gonna have more pennies than a millionaire does. It's so many, so it's difficult to get rid of the stale inventory with that. Disc media, on the other hand, get back to the topic at hand, is a lot easier. It's generally always cheaper. at the stores. Almost every store you go to has it, either books, DVDs, CDs, audio books, computer software, very, very rarely computer games, magazines, cutouts, things like that. I don't deal a whole lot in the cutouts and the tracts and the flyers and pamphlets and stuff, but I will every once in a while. The primary is disc media. For one, it's got one of these on it. Pull up the app, scan it, and I have my settings locked to US only, price lows first, and that's how it's locked. When I scan, if an item, so this is new, so it's a different story. I scan and the item comes up as $10 maybe. I'll go ahead and just do, and see the next 4, 5, or 6, see if it does hit that $12, $15 range, depending. I mean, if people want $4 for DVD, I'm not going to buy one for $4. It sells for 12. This is just kind of the cursory explanation of it. And then I'll say, okay, well, there's one for 10, another for 13. The pricing is going up. They go up in the net, in the full 8 or so that are listed, or 8 that I'm looking at. If there's 60, 70, 80 listed, I'm not even going to bother with it, even if they're $12, because I'll guarantee you, as soon as you hit sold, there's going to be a whole bunch are going to be $6, $7, $8. So there's a certain criterion that I use regarding the price value for the ones that I buy for resale. When I hit sold and I see that there are a handful in that 10 range, that just tells me that it's only going to get better because I haven't set the price lows first. So all I got to do is scroll a little. And let's just say that there's 8 listed and 25 that sold and the lowest price is $12. I'm going to put it in my cart. Because regardless on a $12 sale, even after the purchase is still making a decent $4, $5, give or take, a little bit of change. So there's that. Anyhow, getting back to the packaging, or just the shows. I'll show you what they are. Again, generic, basic. I'm new to this YouTube, so I have barely any idea on how to make quality videos and explain all different types of things. So these two sold together for cumulatively about $30. This, the first two, again, keep in mind, I pay no more than $2 a DVD. So if someone wants me to remember how much I paid, I'm not going to remember. Those two, I don't remember where I got them. This one here was $2. I know that. I just got it. This was been listed for no more than a week. Matter of fact, I'm going back down in the general vicinity where I got this today. There's 2 thrift stores that are separated, not too far from each other. But if I head, so I'm going to Streetsboro. There's a place down there called Amelia's, and Amelia's is where I got the Packard books that sold, and the guy left me a negative feedback because of the damage that was provided in the pictures. And that was before eBay changed the buyer protection or the seller protections for feedbacks. And then there's a Goodwill right beside it. However, the way I went the other day, I came in through, I didn't go all the way down and work my way up. I went from north, and I just stopped at the other thrift store right around the corner. So there's 4 I have to stop at. And the one, I'll still stop back there because I'll be right there. It's no more than 5 minutes away, 8 minutes away. So got this one, $18. This is a calculus, okay? So this one I made a video of. As a matter of fact, a picture of 2 of these, the Never-Ending Story and the Bachman books is in the thumbnail. This I got in the same store. I got this. Got this. This is $1.50. So is the other one. So is the Bachman books. This sold for, I want to say I got $98 for it. This book, again, same store where I got this, where I got the other item. This book, almost $21. This, Same story where I got the other previous things I just showed. Godsmack, 10 years of Godsmack, 15, 18 bucks. I'd have to bring this up if I want to get exactly on it. So we're going up here. 15, 14.85. This is Census Fail. Census Fail. CD, DVD. This is 20 bucks. And this is the Christmas Carol 50th anniversary sealed CD for, this is my previous video, or a previous video, for almost $57. And it still has a Goodwill sticker on it. That is media. I do have two non-media things. I have an ornamentor, and the Anthony Bourdain, and this here. This was Anthony Bourdain was 21. This Criterion is 12. So not major on here, but I picked it up probably because it stands a good chance to sell. I use, again, these envelopes, these boxes, different types of boxes of different sizes. So the CD, this Christmas Carol CD. So I'll put this in here. Actually, I will pull this apart. I'll wrap this around, and this will get slipped in a bubble envelope. Maybe this one or the larger one. I can't see that. However I'm doing this. It's so weird to do this with the camera. All right, so this will be wrapped around. This will slide in here, so it'll be cardboard and bubble protected. If it was $100, it'd get double box and then put in a bubble envelope, or bubble envelope put in the box. It varies on how I do it. It's still the same material. It doesn't cost me less if I put an envelope in a box or a box in an envelope. It still costs the same. So that is a generic video, and I hope that I can edit a few things out properly. I probably won't. Anyhow, the man behind the voice, feel free to comment, like, sub, share. Again, it's all free to you. Takes a second, helps me out. More importantly, it helps you out. It helps push this information out. I've been selling for a long time, and well over 20 years. Actually, after this accident is when I started selling old quadraphonic and old audiophile stuff, old Harman Kardon, Nakamichi, other good ones, old Kenwood and Marantz, and some Macintosh when I could find it. You know, I was selling that stuff way when there was no videos, way when it was money order, way when there was no tracking, way when it was 99 cents and no final value fee on shipping. Way when ago. I've always been a moderate hobby seller. 10, maybe a good year. A good year would have been 25, 30,000. Media, I'm probably gonna fall right below 100,000 for the year in all sales. Media is going to be at least 70 of that. And looking at all of my quarters, and I see on how much each quarter by not only volume, but also the ratio of how much I pay. So kind of like the ROI on what everything costs for media and to ship, to buy all the materials and all that. The ROI is higher, and I just make more money on media, and that showed. And next year I'm shooting for 200K. I'll list 25 a day. I send out, low end is going to be 8 to 10, but typically 15, and it just keeps getting more and more. Well, it's that season. But anyhow, I appreciate your time.